All right, look at this card. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. Don't you love the colors? It's exciting. It makes people happy when they see it. Well, if they like these colors. So let's go ahead and get started. These are the supplies you will need for this project. Here are the measurements in inches of the paper you will need. Lemon Lolly, Whisper White, and from our designer paper series, Full of Life, you want a sheet from that. As you can see, if you want to pause the video and take a picture of this, then you will have it when you want to order these, if you want to order these. All right, let's get some of these things out of our way and get started. The first thing we're going to do is move this. Where can I put it? There we go. Oh, and always here is my information. You can shop with me, learn more about Stampin' Up! At this website. This is my blog. It's new. I hope you go check it out. And I also have a YouTube channel. I'll have to put that on this piece of paper, and Pinterest. First thing we're going to do, oh, I've already forgotten something. So this is our Lemon Lolly. And the way we're going to layer this is just like this. And we're going to glue all these pieces on just like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and start gluing. Actually, I'm not going to use the glue. I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal. This is so sticky, not sticky on your fingers, but it will stick the paper on there, and that paper will not come off unless you have a special tool. I just put mine in the four corners, maybe a little down here. Oopsies. Okay, make sure I have enough. Now when I line this up, I'm going to have to put my head in the way. And as you can see, there's my pencil marking. I'm going to have to delete that, or delete it. I think I'm on my computer. Erase that. All right, I just eyeball it. That looks about straight. Let me get I can't find my pencil. Well, oh, here it is. Just get rid of that marking. And we'll flip it over so it's on the bottom. All right, and this is our next piece. I'm going to have this one be, now as you can see, the margins are wider here. I did that because I really want to show that verticalness. And so this one, but this one is centered more. And really, I would have liked to have it even longer, which is why I put 3 3/4. This is a little shorter, but when you cut it, it's going to be this, and it'll come out here a little more. Sometimes this thing gets a little stuck, so you just use your finger. I hope everybody is doing well today. Up here where I live, it is a heat wave. It is so hot. It's going to be 95, I was going to say 95%. 95, I don't know what's wrong with this. I might be running out. Huh, it's usually not a problem. Oh, I think did I run out of stickiness? Oh, here, it's on my finger. 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Whew, that's a hot one. That's a hot one in the big city tonight. That's what I always say. All right, we're going to go ahead and center that. Again, I just eyeball it. Get that off of there. Oh no, I forgot. Oh no. Okay, I'm going to peel this off. Oh boy, I hope I didn't. I did this when I made this card last time. I did the same thing. Oh, how am I going to fix this? All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these little sticky things because I need to emboss it. What can I do? I could put another piece of paper. I know. No, I better not do that. Ew, this could be a problem. You know what? Oh, it might be okay. It might, you know what? If it's not, we live and learn. I did this the last time. Okay, this is our embossing folder. It is called So Swirly. Is that not cute? We're going to put this in here. Oh my gosh, I hope it doesn't ruin my, let me see. You know what I'm going to do? But if I put something on there, it'll make it sticky. You know what? I can always buy a new one, I guess. We make mistakes. We overcome and conquer, don't we? I'm going to get the die machine. It's an embossing and die cutting machine. Let me back out a little bit here. Oop. Oh, I guess it's as far as it can go. All right, I love this machine. I love the embossing. I call it cold because we have hot embossing. And is it emboss or emboss? I always get confused with that. Now, there's a lot of plates that come along with this. Sorry about the glare. So it gives you the recipe of what you need. So we're going to use this one, the embossing folder, and there are two different types. One's called a 3D. This one is not the 3D. So we're going to sandwich just like this. So we're going to have number 1. This is number 1. And then when you purchase this, you get 2 number 3 plates. So we're going to put this one down here. We're going to put our embossing folder. Oh boy, I hope this is okay. And we're going to pull that out a little bit. And we're going to crank, yes. And we're going to crank this all through. Oh my goodness. It might stick. It might stick to the folder. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh boy, but isn't that pretty? All right, let's see what it does. Oh no. Well, yeah, it's ripping. I don't care though. These are handmade cards. It gives them character. Let's get rid of this. Let's come back down here. Let me zoom in a little bit so it's a little closer. We make mistakes. Now here's a little handy dandy. This is called a bone folder, but I also use it when there's adhesive. I am so glad I didn't use the glue. I would not have been able to do this. I had to do this yesterday when I was making this card. All right, this card has lots of character. It's ripped here, but that's okay. It's still going to look really pretty. Oh boy, I'm going to have to get that stickiness off. Hey, it worked. Whew, we're back in action. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put sticky on there again. Oh, because as you can see, this one, I didn't get that embossing, this so swirly, and I almost did it again. All right, where did I leave off with the stickiness? I think the stickiness is on the embossing folder. Yes, it's torn. That's okay. Let me just put some sticky near it. Watch, I'll tear it again. There. And hope, oh, I tore it here too. Oh no. That's okay. We will make this happen. It will happen and it will look beautiful and nobody will be able to tell. Look, you can't tell. Look, you can't tell that that was that we had a big fiasco. Boy, oh boy. Okay, now we get to do the stamping. Let's move all these. I apologize for the noise it's going to make. I'm going to try to be very quiet as I grunt as I bend over. All right, stamping time. Love time to stamp. Now this is where we are going to stamp our dragonflies. This is 2-step stamping. Pretty easy. So let's get started. And when you order this Happiest Day, you get all these stamps in it. So we have, you make me feel like glitter in the sun, wishing you the happiest birthday, you're the best, etc. You can read those on your own. So we're going to get the top wings. We're going to get the bottom wings, and we're going to get the outline. And then I will use the birthday sentiment on a separate piece of paper. Okay, now it's very sticky. We do what we can do in life, right? All right, we have our mounting block. Let's see, this one, I can use that one. I always like, oops, sorry about that. I always like to use the smallest block possible because then it doesn't rock when you stamp down. Okay, I'm going to do a practice one just to see. Oh yes, that looks great. All right, now how did I do this one? So I make it sometimes that it comes off the edges. Just makes it look like it continues, like there are, oh boy. Redo. Maybe I should have put it on a stamp that's straight. But I do that so it, all right, there we go. I got a little boo-boo here. Oh, let me show you about the boo-boo. And then we take our chamois and we just wipe that off. And I always tap it on my hand just to get all the moisture off of there. Let me get a marker and I'll show you what this does. Now, as you can tell, mistakes are okay. Now, this is called what is it called? A lifter. Here we go. Color lifter. It doesn't really lift the color, but it marks over it so it's lighter. Oh my, maybe that's with the blending pins. Wow, I'm really learning as I go, aren't I? That's okay. Should I do another one? It's okay. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. This will be going to one of my sisters-in-law. Bless you, sister-in-law. I'm going to go ahead and make the bigger one. All right. Just going to stamp it on there. We're going to start with our green. Now, normally we'd have not normally, but I usually use the large regular size stamp pads. But I saw these, they're little Stampin' spots, and you get about, I don't know, 6, 9 in a package. So I thought, well, let me try these. So we have Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green. The reason I'm going with the darker Daffodil Delight as opposed to the Lemon Lolly is because I want it to be a little bit darker. I found that the Lemon Lolly was a little too light for my liking. Okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, that looks pretty not so great. I could start over. What's nice about not gluing everything together is that, let's say I already glued this on here, I did this, I'd be doing another one of my, try to get it off. So we're going to do all the artistry part here, then we're going to put it on our card. Artistry. I sound fancy, don't I? Okay. And now I know that the lifter does not work with the Memento ink because this is permanent. It works with our blender pens. These spots are nice. Let's say you can't get the, now I'm going to do a practice one, just like I did before. Oh, that looks nice. Okay. That's loud and noisy and annoying. Okay. Oh, it's sticking still. I have to bring it a little closer to me. I'm not above it to eyeball, so I can, oh, that looks good. Doesn't that look good? All right, I'm going to go ahead and do all the wings first because I have this already on the stamp. I have the stamp already on the block. Okay, now we're going to, excuse me, we're going to do our pumpkin. Now this one you don't have to tap. This is the full size stamp pad. Oops, I have it upside down. Wow, for not having it, normally I have, it right under my face so I can line it up. I'm sure that was glue. I have glue every, oh, there we go. Let's just get that dirty too. Oh boy, that's okay. We're having fun. I hope I have on. I hope I'm recording. I did this yesterday for my YouTube and everything, and I thought, oh, that went really great. And then I listened to it. I listened back, and there was no sound. My microphone wasn't on. Isn't that wonderful? All right, now we're going to go to our smaller wings. I'm going to go ahead and use the smaller stamp block. Put this one here. Aren't those pretty? I love those colors. The greens, oranges, and yellow are my favorite colors. I have shirts in those colors. I have a bag in those colors. And I'm not talking just one color. I mean all the colors in one outfit, in one shirt or one bag. Although I do have separate, like I'll have a lime green shirt. I just love these colors. All right, what color do we need? We need orange. Oops, there goes my phone number. Guess I'll take that off. Well, if you want to reach me for anything, there it is. You can call me. I think it's beautiful, and you can't tell that's there. Can you? Yeah, it's good. It's fine. I gave up perfectionism long ago, trying to be, okay, it has to be just right. I have to measure it just perfectly. You know, you can't live your life that way or you'll never move forward. Okay, let's go ahead. Now, what I did with the card is I tore the bottom, okay, just to give it kind of a look. So I'm just going to tear it just like that. Just give it some character. I'm hesitating putting anything down. I'm afraid, you know? Okay, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and use the glue. I'm going to be brave, just so I can show you how that works. Okay, now this you have to kind of, oh, that came out fast. Very good. So I'm just going to glue it just around here. Try not to get it on my fingers. And just eyeball it. I'm going to put this one all the way to the top so it gives the illusion that maybe it's flapped over. Now here's another good use for the bone folder. Again, glue, but it's okay. I'm okay with that. What do you guys think? So far, so good? I think so. Now, I highly, highly recommend when you're finished with your stamps, put them away right away. You have no idea how many times I've put them right here saying, okay, I'll get back to them. And then they stick to something else. And then I'm looking all over for them. Whoopsies. It takes a little more time, but I do not want to lose these. There. Whew. Oh, wait. I need the happy birthday one, don't I? All right, we're going to, I did it in orange, but I think I'm going to do it in this green, the granny apple green. I really like that. So let's go ahead and get another scrap piece of paper. I use these scrap. Okay, let's try it in the green because I know yesterday the green didn't come out so well. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to practice it on this piece of paper. And if it doesn't, then we'll go with the orange. I got to pound that. Oop. I was going to make a reference to The Office, but I won't do that. I think that looks good. Have any of you seen The Office? Let me put it right here. Oh, that looks good. I think that looks fine. Okay. Now we're going to be ready. Get ready for another die cut, or another die. And this comes from the Something Fancy die set. There are 12 pieces. What I like about these are they make like labels, you know, and you can cut these out with the die machine and then, you know, they look pretty. So last time on this card, I used the smaller one. I think I'm going to go ahead and try the smaller one again. I'll eyeball it and hopefully it will look good. I'm going to back out the camera so you can see that die machine again. Let me wash this off on my chamois. Now again, all these products are available on my website at jamiegleason.stampinup.net. All right, here we go. Got our machine again. Ooh, those are looking so pretty. I like it. Let me back out even more. Well, I guess it won't let me. That's okay. Let me show you how this works in case you're not familiar. So on this one, this is emboss only, so we will not use this one. Again, we put our number 1, and it tells us right here, die cutting. We put number 1 on the bottom, number 1. Next we put number 2, which is this, and then we sandwich it between the 3s. We're going to put that here. We're going to put the paper here. We're going to eyeball that die cut, and I'm going to put just so about like that. I think I'll just cut the bottom straight, just so I have it in place and it doesn't move, because that can happen. I'm going to put a little bit of sticky tape. Actually, it's a Post-it. Let's move this up just a little bit. So I have to be careful of that B and that Y swirl so they don't get, it's going to be close, but I didn't want it any bigger. All right, here we go. Let's put plate 3 down. I call them plates. I don't know if that's what they're called in real life. I love that sound because you know it's cutting. And then you take it out all the way. All right, let's see if we did it and we got close enough. Cross our fingers. And this just pops right out, and there is your sentiment. Hey, I didn't cut any of the letters off. Yay! Very good. Okay, now let's take a look at it on our card. I like that. I like the green. The green, now as you can see, it's a little faded in some areas. So I probably will order for myself the full size Granny Apple Green, just because I think these are, well, I don't think, I know that the full size give better quality. And I would especially do it for any lettering, any words. Okay, now I think it needs a little something, something around the edge, just to kind of make it pop a little more. Should we go with the green? The yellow, the orange? I don't know. What do you think? I wish I could hear you. Tell me what you think. I'm going to go with the orange. Going with the orange. So I'm going to take the pumpkin pie. I'm going to get this is 2 ends. We have a kind of a brush end, and this is more of a tip. So we're going to use the brush end. I hope this orange. And I'm just going to go like this, just to give it a little bit of something, something. Yeah, there we go. Get in here. Get in here. Now, as you can see, I don't do this perfectly. I just do what it is. Now, they didn't give a lot of color on there, but I think it's pretty effective. A little bit. Well, it kind of gets lost in the paper. That's okay. Now, what we're going to use next are called dimensions. And they are, let me find, they come in 2 sizes. They come in a smaller size, and then this is the larger size. I'm going to use the larger size. You might be thinking, well, what's all that scribble on there? That is so I can tell, after I put it on here, I can tell if this is off or not. Because sometimes, I'm going to put one here and one here. Because sometimes, let me take that off. It might look like this, and I'm like, wait, did I take that thing off yet? Let me look. But if there's a black line, I can easily see that I've taken it off. And it's sticking. Okay, here we go. I think that looks really good. I would have probably, looking back now at it, used the green on the outside because then it wouldn't blend in with the this orange, that pumpkin pie. All right, fun part. It's all fun, isn't it? Isn't it fun? Creating things, using our hands, cutting. This is sticking up a little bit. I'll go back and put a little dot of glue there. All right. This is called, let me clear my workspace here. Oh, I didn't zoom in. I'm so sorry. This is called Wink of Stella. Wink of Stella. And this is, it gives a little glitter to the wings. I don't know if you can see the glitter on here. I don't think so because the light is directly down on it. But you just give it a shake and you just paint on there. And I can see the glitter. And if you can't see it, don't think, well, that doesn't do much for it. It does. It looks really pretty. And as you can see, I'm not being perfect with it. Now, on this one, we have little jewels. Can you see that? Let me get up. Right here for the head. Now, these are shiny as well, if you can see that. So we're going to get our embellishments. These embellishments are called Pecan Pie and Clear. So we're going to put 3 of these on here. I just use my fingernail and pop them on. Now, some people might put the embellishments, there we go, you know, through here, and maybe I will. Maybe I'll do something a little more with it. Just, you know, I might stand back and look and say, it needs a little something, something more. All right, there's that head. And there we go. I think it's beautiful, don't you? And then at this point, let's just pretend this has nothing on it. Let's say this is your card. And then you would go ahead and adhere, stick this on top. Isn't that beautiful? It's so colorful and pretty and shiny. I love it. I love it. Again, here is the supply list that I used. Let me get out a little bit here. And of course, you can go to my website if you want to purchase any or all of these at Jamie Gleason. Be careful how you spell Jamie. It's Jaime. Most people get it wrong. JamieGleason.stampinup.net and blog stampwithjamie.blogspot.com. You can also find me on Facebook, either under Jamie Gleason or Stamp with Jamie. Just be careful. Pay attention to that spelling of my name. Again, let's look at that card. Isn't it pretty? All right. I'll see you next time. And at some point, I'm not sure when, this card is not finished, but we are going to make this card. It's an oh, look at that. Hello. It's an anniversary card I am making for somebody. I won't say because he or she might be looking at this video. And I'm going to have the word anniversary here. But I haven't finished it. But that will be upcoming video. All right, everybody. Thank you again. I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.